Hello friends, welcome again to my channel. I'm Archana Singh and today's video lecture will discuss the great moment of English literature that is called Renaissance. We'll discuss here the origin of Renaissance, its causes, impact and theme of Renaissance. So watch the video till the end. So let's begin. Renaissance is a French word which means rebirth, reawakening and revival. So question raised that by which means it was an era of rebirth and reawakening. So reawakening of ancient Greek art, culture and literature. Okay, so Renaissance come in England after the dark period of Middle Ages. We all know that in Chaucer age, Chaucer was only the prominent writer, and after Chaucer age there were no great writer like Chaucer, only the imitators of Chaucer. During the age of revival, there were no writers of great writers and literature like Chaucer. There were the writers who only imitated Chaucer, and they were called English Chaucerian and Scottish Chaucerian. The writer who only imitated Chaucer. Okay, and 15th century was called barren age of literature. Once question asked in NET exam that which age is known as the barren age of English literature, and it was 15th century. Now let's discuss the origin of Renaissance. Okay, so Constantinople was a rich cultural heritage city. It was the capital of Roman Byzantine Empire. Constantinople was the capital of Roman Byzantine Empire and it was a rich cultural heritage city. So what's happened that during the 1452 Turks attack on Constantinople and destroy this city, their center of education, culture and art. Okay, the Greek scholars who lived in Constantinople fled from there and they fled Italy, a place named Florence. The Greek scholars carried with their own books, manuscripts and other objects of art and started practicing them in Italy, Florence. Okay, so we can say that in Italy it was the full flowering of Renaissance. Question often asked that Renaissance first started in, and it was Florence, Italy. Later gradually Renaissance spread out to England, Netherlands, France and other parts of the world. Now let's discuss what's the impact of Renaissance. So after Renaissance, humanist philosophy was developed. Okay, and the first writer who was inspired by Greek philosophy and Renaissance was the Thomas More, who was famously known for his work Utopia, translated as A Place of Nowhere. In this work, Thomas More focused on human rather than God and religion. Okay, and the book played a key role in the humanist awakening of the 16th century. Utopia portrayed an ideal city where people live in peace and harmony. The humanist writers like Erasmus in his New Testament raised questions about the interpretation of Bible and church. During the Middle Ages, people were much concerned in church and religion. But after Renaissance, people started questioning about church and now they are able to see the corruption inside the church. And Chaucer has also reflected the corruption of church in his work Canterbury Tales. So we can say that in Renaissance, people want a perfect earthly life. They focused on human value and they were no longer interested in God and eternal life. They want a perfect earthly life and they started reading about the human value. They do not interested in religion, church and eternal life or God. So we can say that Renaissance thirst for knowledge. There's a thirst for knowledge and which leads a great burst of exploration. Printing press was invented. Johann Gutenberg invented first printing press in 1400 in Germany, and by William Caxton in 1476 it was introduced in Westminster, England. Discoveries took place in other fields like Columbus discovered America and Vasco da Gama discovered India. There's great painters emerged in this period who were called Renaissance painters, men, that is Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. Leonardo da Vinci was known as Renaissance man as he was not only well versed in art, he was well versed in science, mathematics, and he was best known for his world famous painting Mona Lisa and Last Supper. Michelangelo was also a great painter, a great architecture and a poet, and through his works he shows individualism and humanism. Okay student, we stop here. Very soon we'll come with another important video lecture, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more updates. Thank you. Stay blessed.